7 reasons why Nigeria's roads are a death trap. Nigeria's roads are some of the most dangerous in the world, and anyone who's ever traveled across the country knows exactly why. You don't need to be an expert to see the chaos. Just take a drive on the highway between Lagos and Ibadan, or try navigating the narrow, crater-filled streets of Port Harcourt during rush hour. What should be routine transportation often turns into a life-threatening experience. And it's not just because of potholes or worn-out tarmac. It's a layered problem with many causes, and sadly not enough is being done to fix them. The first and most obvious reason is the terrible condition of the roads themselves. Large sections are filled with deep potholes, exposed rebar, and in some cases, entire lanes that have crumbled into ditches. These aren't just uncomfortable to drive over, they're deadly. Cars swerve wildly to avoid them, often into oncoming traffic, or they get stuck entirely and become obstacles themselves. It's not uncommon to see vehicles broken down in the middle of the road, surrounded by makeshift hazard signs made of tree branches. Secondly, poor road planning makes everything worse. Roads are often too narrow, poorly designed, or simply not intended for the volume of traffic they carry today. Many major roads haven't been upgraded in decades, even though the number of vehicles has multiplied. There are too few pedestrian walkways, no proper lane markings, and virtually no traffic lights or functioning roundabouts in many areas. Everything just sort of flows based on instinct and honking. It's like survival of the fittest, but with tires and horns. Third, there's the issue of reckless driving. It's a terrifyingly common experience to be overtaken on a blind curve by a commercial bus going twice the speed limit. Many drivers ignore road rules completely, if they even learned them to begin with. Unlicensed and untrained drivers operate freely, sometimes under the influence, often fatigued, and almost always in a hurry. Commercial vehicles in particular are a major threat, with overloaded buses and trucks swaying dangerously on the road, held together by duct tape, hope, and a few desperate prayers. Another reason is the absence of effective law enforcement. Traffic laws exist, but you wouldn't know it from the way most roads function. Road safety officers are either completely missing or worse, more focused on collecting bribes than enforcing laws. You'll often see them waving down drivers at random checkpoints, not to check for violations, but to extract some quick cash. There's very little meaningful punishment for dangerous driving, which means people have no real incentive to change their habits. Fifth, you have to consider the trucks and tankers. Massive, slow, unstable, and everywhere. Many are not roadworthy at all. They leak fuel, carry dangerous cargo, or have brakes that barely function. Yet they rumble down the road like ticking time bombs, often occupying entire lanes or breaking down on bridges. Accidents involving these vehicles are almost always catastrophic. And because Nigeria depends so heavily on road transport for fuel and goods, these behemoths aren't going away anytime soon. Sixth, there's the night driving problem. Driving at night in Nigeria is like willingly stepping into a horror movie. Most roads are poorly lit, if at all. Headlights from oncoming traffic are either blindingly bright or missing altogether. Reflective road paint is rare, and warning signs for construction or hazards are almost non-existent. Add in the occasional cow, pedestrian, or stalled vehicle without lights, and you've got a recipe for disaster. Many accidents happen simply because someone didn't see something until it was way too late. And finally, there's the silence around it. The lack of national outrage is shocking, considering how many lives are lost daily. People have become numb to it, resigned to the idea that that's just how it is. Accidents make the news, sure, but there's no serious, sustained push to reform road safety. Infrastructure budgets are mismanaged, maintenance is irregular, and road projects are often abandoned midway. Politicians ride past in convoys with armed escorts, shielded from the very problems their citizens endure. The truth is, Nigeria's roads are a reflection of a deeper problem: neglect, mismanagement, and a tragic tolerance for danger. People shouldn't have to risk their lives just to get to work, or visit family, or transport goods. A functional road system is not a luxury. It's a basic requirement for any country that wants to protect its people and grow its economy. Until that truth is taken seriously, Nigeria's roads will remain what they are now: a national disgrace and a daily death trap.